want to get like an insurmountable net worth and then you just carry the game, but inevitably at one point Alchemist is gonna fall off.
However, TNC really have a strong draft. They have this amazing 20-minute mark timing, but it all comes down to execution again. And Geek Fam, if they manage to pull this off, if they manage to survive the 20 to 25 minutes, they are going to win the late game.
Yeah.
Okay, so the big question, do you believe in the Alchemist or do you think the PL will carry this through?
Well, statistically showing, Alchemist does have the 100% win rate so far, especially with the last pick. So it gives me a lot of reason to go with TNC, especially all the lower bracket games have gone to 2-1. So I'll go with TNC.
I'm gonna jump ship. He abandoned the family. That means that I'm in. I'm joining Geek Fam.
All right, looks like the panel is tied with their predictions. It's time to find out though if we will get a game 3, if we're gonna tie the series up, or will it be a 2-0? Lyrical and Winter, take it away for game 2.
Yes, thank you so much, Dana Lee, and the wonderful panel that you got with you as well. We are here, game number 2 in the lower bracket finals. TNC backs up against their wall, but they've been here before, and Geek Fam looking to try and 2-0 them. Winter, do you think the Alk pick is enough to overcome the Phantom Lancer, Menace, Monstrosity himself?
Yeah, Alk is pretty good against PL. In the previous patch, you used to have like a better timing against PL. Now I'm not so sure. You still farm faster than a PL, but because the entire game is slower, so I think it actually still benefits the PL.
That's going to be an interesting thing to watch for indeed as we get ready to go into this game number 2. See what happens and if TNC can overcome or if Geek Fam's going to 2-0. Let's hop into it.
Prepare for battle.
And we are now into the match indeed and seeing KP throw off his fancy moves, playing on the position 3 Vengeful Spirit. So another one of those interesting little switch ups here. And that does also mean that we're more than likely going to have March actually getting farm playing a Venomancer. I don't know if I've ever seen March play Veno before. This is bizarre.
I mean, he's played a Pos 5 Enigma. You think the man can't greed? I mean, this game, I think the reason behind this move is because they don't want the Veno against the PL. Because the lane is very, very hard. They are trying to avoid that lane. That's why they want the Venge call against the PL.
Well, this kind of makes sense. It's one of those weird things as well where, I mean, we actually have to hold that thought because it looks like there's a lot of heroes down bottom.
Elk game, fight for the runes till you die.
Every single time. And Zephyr over to the side here already has that Nature's Grass queued up. Oh my gosh, Tim's going to toss March in. Dude, he's thinking about it. Just toss him in there to get that rune. I believe in you. No, they're just gonna walk in instead. Try and contest for it. Cuckoo, they throw out the Nature's Grass, but quick fingers, Cuckoo gets it. Geek Fam look like they're gonna be able to pick up at least 2 of them there. So looks like Alk will only end up with 2.
They're running an aggressive lane. What's going on? Oh no, PL is gonna TP back top. Sand King has Sandstorm at level 1. Not so good in a tri lane. I mean, you'd rather have stun. Okay, never mind.
It's fine. So I just checked real quickly. The last time that March played Veno in a competitive match was 2014, I think. So it's been a little while. 6 years, you know, since the last time we played it. No big problem at all. But hero hasn't changed that much. I'm sure it's fine. Oh, wow. And actually, 2019, February was the last time they played it in a pub. Jeez.
Oh, Detective Gabe.
I'm on the case. Ready to let you guys know what's happening. So yeah, Cuckoo gonna have that Sandstorm at level 1. They're gonna toss the tree back, and Zephyr's gonna take a bit of a beating as he heads off the other direction, and all those treants nearby him getting hit by his own kind.
Isn't he like the father?
Yeah. It's a very on-theme lane down here, you know? Nature's Prophet, Treant, they're all around.
I think you need a monkey on top of them.
There you go. Monkey King. So, you know, it's interesting because when we ended the last game, we talked about these ideas of greed and stuff. One thing we didn't mention too much was the fact that it was Cuckoo playing mid last time on the Doom. And now they're giving Carl a chance to play on this hero as well. I was wondering if they were going to like do the old switcheroo, but I guess that, you know, Cuckoo being the Sand King player and all, it's a bit of a switch up.
I think Carl shouldn't play the side lane if it's an official game. I don't think he's that comfortable yet. It's gonna take some time before you can just rotate around. Really, everyone is aware that, I mean, Cuckoo used to be a mid player, right? So probably it's he doesn't feel the need that he needs to practice mid again because he just needs to play some games and he'll be okay. But for someone that has never played offlane before, it's a huge challenge. You know, if you have to just swap lanes like this.
It's true. It's an incredibly difficult thing to do. Just all of the time and everything, particularly coming from mid to that other role. But I guess Cuckoo's just sort of been that very versatile player forever. I mean, you know, playing position 5 for a while as well. As Tim's is going to take a bit of a beating back from Zephyr. There's not really any great way for Cuckoo to get involved, and Tim's might be in trouble, but they, well, aren't going to be able to bring him down quite in time, and instead it's Armel that's beating down Zephyr. One more punch from the Treant was almost enough, but they couldn't quite get there as he did pop the Fairy Fire afterwards. Now Cuckoo scuttling away on his Sand King.
Yeah, because he doesn't have stun. I think right now it's very important that you get Caustic for a lane. You have Burrow Strike and Caustic for the lane. And then level 3 to 5, you can get your Sandstorm. It's stronger that way. But maybe he feels like he needs the Sandstorm to deal with, because he took the Sandstorm during the Bounty Run Scuffle.
Right.
And he feels like he needs it to deal with the Treants. But I feel like 1 point Caustic and 1 point Stun is also a pretty good way of dealing with it. Let's see what does he go for, because I don't think you need more points in the Caustic right now. 1 point is suffice.
Now, one thing we did also see is Cuckoo's going to get surrounded a little bit down bottom here. Carl in the mid lane was able to find the Harpy Stormcrafter, and he's got the Chain Lightning that he's kind of been spamming consistently onto Gabbi right now. An 18-10 versus the 13-8 from Gabbi. It's a really huge amount of nuke damage for not that much mana cost.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, he's not a hero that has a lot of mana initially, but as he needs to. Alright, is he actually dead? Alright.
He's gonna pop up.
Alright, that's a rune, but none of his heroes care for the power rune.
First blood.
We're gonna be able to find the quick kill on the KP. So a lot of sort of scuffles going on around the map, but that first blood gonna be claimed now by Mr. Raven.
Yeah, very, very nice for the PR to get a head start this game. I would say that he's still the strongest hero, the strongest core in this game. Elk is just trying to outpace him, or as a matter of fact, maybe buy ags for his team at some point. They do have some nice ags. The bench, the Dino. Not sure about the tiny ags if you are support. Maybe if you have a lot of items, sure. But bounty runes. Elk wants some money.
Armel tried to come to contest it, but it will not be able to happen. So it's still just going to end up being a trade-off there. And Whitemon actually able to move back and sneak one of them away as well. So Alk, I think, only ends with 1 bounty rune.
Oh, he's going to kill himself. Buy boots. Buy boots. Does he already have boots? Oh, you don't lose that much money? Okay.
He hasn't gotten any CS yet, so it's all reliable gold.
He did move the last game too. He went in here and he placed the one. He's doing this every game. And mid lane, here comes the catapult wave, and here comes the gank. Kenny is here.
Kenny gets tossed back underneath tower, and Kenny in a little bit of trouble.
No?
The damage comes through. They do manage to get the kill into Tim's though instead. And now the Gale lands on a Carl, but Gabbi can't really do that much more. March is going to try and see if he can make something happen. But with Devour working and a Mango in hand and Fairy Fire as well, Carl will not be brought down.
That is some good Dota right there. Catapult wave, both supports are responding towards it. One of them dying for it. But Doom is again having 3 points in Devour, so gonna scale really well. And top lane PL kills the bench once again. It is not good news, man. This is very, very bad news for TNC if this PL is getting so much out of the lane.
Yeah, it's a terrifying proposition. I mean, granted, they do have the Nature's Prophet down bottom, who's going to get aggro here onto Cuckoo, and does have a chance for a right-click finish. Punch comes through, and they get him. But Nature's Prophet is not Phantom Lancer. Yale is very spooky.
So he's gonna need maybe a Mjolnir. He's gonna need a lot of items to deal with the PL, and hopefully the Radiance on Elk too. The other heroes are pretty bad at dealing with PL.
They find KP yet again. TP on cooldown, and KP goes down. Whitemon starting to get burnt. With Armel rotating in, they might be able to do something more. Raven, it's going to eat through a lot of those trance damage, but it does look like Armel is eventually going to be able to be shuttered away as Zephyr is trying to buy a little bit of space. The Sprout, the punch, and the kill. And now Raven trying to kill off Armel. Can he get it? One more punch is all he needs, but it won't be there.
Good
now
TP.
March is getting chased around, but Tim's making the move. Avalanche trying to find the toss afterwards, and will get it with the punch. Not quite enough. Needs to be able to pick the right one, and he does find him, but can't dive under tower. Nature's Prophet TP
Radiant's
again? No. 10 seconds away.
Attack. Dire's top tower.
Yeah, you can see the
attack.
power. Nature's Prophet plus tiny rotations and the Reno. They are very, very strong at the early game.
Radiant
Geek Flame's lineup is like, again, they have more scaling potential. They are playing to defend their towers with the Sand King and the Treant. And the Radiant is playing to attack the towers. But at the same time, they have this Elk, you know. The last time when they had this route, they don't really have like any late game security. This time they have the Elk.
Right. And that's something that will definitely be able to set them apart. Potentially. I mean, again, it's still a question of like if PL gets huge, the game's still going to be hard, but it's something at least. It's not a razor.
It's definitely not a race.
Yeah. Treant just scouting out Gabby's movements. Ooh, could have stolen the shovel, but the Alk is going to be able to pick that up. That's like the dream Alk thing, but he runs into Carl. And Carl now able to dodge away from the avalanche. I was wondering if he was going to turn around for the Doom there with the clap afterwards, but the ulti already going on Gabby. It's a little bit of a dangerous proposition. Instead, they're going to find Carl yet again. Zephyr trying to turn this fight now onto Tim's. Secondary toss back the other direction, and Carl is going to have to retreat yet again. But KP, he has the stun, doesn't quite have level 6. Armel makes the rotation over, and they punish Carl.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not anticipating the quick movement in from Armel.
Where's the bench even here? The Venom's fighting top. The bench is rotating.
Yeah, dude. I don't know.
This is what I like about KP. You know? He understands that when he needs to be a support, when his actual supports are playing core heroes.
Right. It's a big play.
Yeah,
and they get Zephyr yet again. Zephyr!
Wow.
He just goes down. Gabby gets the kill. And it's again KP just sticking around.
Thank you for the money. Money for the Elk. 10-minute runes. Let's see if Dire can once again claim 3 runes. KP is going to be the rune stealer this time.
Yeah. And he is going to be in position, it looks like. So a trade-off.
Sand King.
Cuckoo. Not going to get there. So it's again 2 for 2.
2 for 2 is great for Elk.
Yeah.
Double damage.
Where's the trusty shovel? Who's got that one right now?
I have it at home.
You have the trusty shovel, huh? That's
Yeah.
Tim's.
I need to dig up some fish ponds, you know?
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Dire's top tower
I still
is
don't know
under
what that's
attack.
all about, if I'm gonna be honest. But it's okay, I don't need to. So
If you come to Malaysia, you will know.
Okay, next time I'm over there. It's gonna be a while. I don't know if you heard, but there's this stuff going on all around the world right now. It's kind of making it hard to travel.
When you heard Malaysia is one of the safest places.
So much the US. Well, Armel is going to get chased on down here, Raven. They do have Fire Blast available. Oh, but they won't quite be able to get into range there on the Nature's Prophet. Again, ulti is available for him, and they're going to pop it now. Wrath of Nature, TP coming in from Tim's. Looking for an opening, but there is no chance.
The Treant has no points in armor. Okay, I thought he's the tower defender.
Dire's
No.
middle tower has
Ooh.
fallen. Radiant's bottom
Doing
tower
damage
is under attack.
dealing Treant. So what, Veil? Is he trying to build Veil? Hammer?
Oh
I've seen
God,
this
what if
from
he
him.
goes to Hex?
I've seen this from him the last time. And top lane, PL is
Dire's structures are
It's trying to
fortified.
pressure a tower for some rotation. They almost got the tower, but Radiant is responding in time
Radiant's
to hold
bottom
it.
tower is under attack.
And they're
Radiant's
gonna still
bottom
get the
tower
bottom
has
tier one.
fallen.
Okay. So a trade-off of towers, sort of, at least for bottom there, and they did lose their mid tower on Geek Fam, which is a pretty big loss. Sort of the power of this March build, 1, 2, 3, just maxing out those wards to take down buildings. And
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the classic annoying Venomancer build.
Whitemon avalanche toss. Armel shows up. They find the kill, and Zephyr, he's getting punched. They do have another wave of terror soon, but it looks like he is going to be able to get out of there. Although they have a swap, so has to be careful about his movement. Man,
They
KP's
just-
build is so cool.
They just need to defend their towers. You don't like the Wave Band? Yeah, it's strong.
No, I'm
Gives
saying
you-
really cool.
A lot of people are doing this in pubs. You get 2 or 3 wave bands with the threads, so you farm and you fight very well. Some games you max the aura, some games you don't, depending on what heroes you have. If you have a lot more strength heroes, I think it's good to max the aura.
Right.
On top of that, range heroes are fine too. You can abuse the attack range. But I think some games you would see players max their wave of terror or the stun. So there are definitely a lot of ways for you to play the hero, and they're gonna smoke to bot lane, trying to clear out their jungle. They don't see anyone, so they
Radiant's
suspect
middle
something's
tower
going
is
on.
under
They should
attack.
know something's going on right now because they don't see anyone bottom.
Gabby's gonna head back underneath that ward again. That's where they saw him at the beginning, and his ulti was just wearing out now as well. Can they get into range? Effie's dead or chased down. They got him in time. Now Carl
Radiant's
diving
middle
back by the
tower
tier
is
3
under
tower.
attack.
Tims tosses Waymon over. March is running away, able to get out of there for the moment. Now the rotation's coming from the rest of TNC, trying to make up for what they lost before Doom comes out. Swap pulls them in a little bit closer, and Armel is just a monster through this. But in
Radiant's
the
middle
end,
tower
they
is
do
under
end up
attack.
trading 3 for 2. The Venge Illusion still trying to
Worth.
scout things out. Tims will be able to catch up.
They got
Dire's
Elk.
top tower
That's
is under
all
attack.
that matters right now for them. And diffusers online for the Phantom Lancer. Time to fight.
Alk is just about to finish right now his Radiance in the
Yeah,
next couple of creeps.
he would have had the Radiance if they didn't get him there.
Yeah.
That was a big kill.
Oh, bounty rune for KP. Able to get a little lucky with the shovel.
You say bounty room for KP, it's more like bounty room for the Elk.
It's true. It's definitely the way it is. And up top, they're trying to again close in on this tower and see if they can take it down.
Swap?
Sandstorm from Cuckoo. Tims. He was invis, and Cuckoo somehow gets that burrow strike out. Blinks
Yeah.
away afterwards.
He didn't
Dire's
manage to get the
top tower
toss
is under
on the Sand
attack.
King. Otherwise, I think he would have been able to kill him. Tower?
Zephyr?
Secure the tower.
Dire's
They got the
top
tower.
tower
Rotation.
has fallen.
Yeah, Armel gets it, and they'll just lose KP again. The Venge is life.
Dire's structures are fortified.
So we've seen time and again.
Bounty
March.
runes. Bounty runes is life, man. Get your bounty runes.
March trying to get it. Oh, Carl's a little quicker on the takeout, but they do have more wards laid down. Gabbi throws the stun. Zephyr making the rotation back around the other way. He's got
structures are
overgrowth available,
fortified.
so they
Radiant's
will
top
be able to
tower
back.
is under
The
attack.
dude managed to get the rune bot. Okay. Very nice.
We'll
So
take
otherwise,
that.
it would have been 3 bounty runes for the Elk.
Radiant's top
It's
tower
going
has
for
fallen.
Halbert.
Do you like the pace of the game so far for TNC? I'm a little worried that Raven's gotten everything that he wanted so far in this game. I've seen this guy solo carry before.
The Elk is still gonna be, I think, faster than him. He's gonna I feel like he needs to get one more item, then he can fight better. Radiance is good at dealing with the PR illusions, and they get a pick off on Tims. He was just trying to place. I think he was just trying to place an observer ward around the bounty rune area to scout their movements, but pays the
Dire's
price.
bottom tower is under
Nature's
attack.
Prophet is trying to get a trade off at the bot lane, and Trian is coming to set up. He has overgrowth.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Could be a nice pickup there.
Dire's
If they can
bottom
manage to
tower
find
is under
Armel.
attack.
Yeah.
He's been
Armel's
one of the main
in
people
trouble.
Radiant's
making
middle
some
tower is
space, and
under
the
attack.
root is there with the Nature's Grasp afterwards. Has the TP, but with the Infernal Blade used and Cuckoo on top of him, Armel will die back towards mid.
4 heroes.
Yeah.
Is that the hero you want to kill? Not very sure.
Yeah. Oh, and it's actually the Sand King that goes the Veil instead. He's got it completed.
Trian is getting a dagger. Dagger rush on Trian. Haven't seen that in a long time. It's always either the nowadays I always see like either Veil or Hammer.
Right. Yeah, and like seeing also the PL go back now for instead the Hood of Defiance. Feeling like it's more important that he can just sort of survive all the magical damage that they've got with Avatos and Magic Missile and Wrath of Nature and Veno and Al. It's just terrifying. So 10-9, but it is that point in the game now where Alchemist is starting to get online. He's got the Sange available. Do you think that they need to try and make moves with this if you're TNC, or are you comfortable just sort of like farming?
No, you can trade. You can trade until I think the next bounty rune and the Elk gets another item. I think once he finishes his halberd, it feels like he's gonna still need like some BKB or Manta or something to remove the Trian ulti to allow him to fight better. Because I feel like this Radiance doesn't really allow him to, and Halberd doesn't really allow him to fight so well yet until he gets one more item. And the PL, I would argue that he fights better than the Elk right now. With the Diffuser Hood, he's stronger.
Okay. That's interesting. It does oftentimes feel like Alk is just this like terrifying monster that's running at you, but I guess that, you know, as his mana's gone, he's just gonna eventually get beaten down to death anyways.
Not entirely about the mana, it's just they can kill him with magic damage. Sand King, okay. Doom, and the Trian. So he needs like BKB to be able to run in and fight. Whereas the PL, the way you play PL is like in the team fight, you're just in and out with your illusions, right? So you don't need as much items to be effective in the fights, because you can always wait till the later portion to come in with your real hero to finish the fight off. That's why it's easier for you to fight. That's why he uses the network better than the Elk.
Got it. That makes sense. I think that this ward was just scouted as well by Geek fam. So they're going to be able to get the D ward pretty quickly there. March, a little frustrated about it, I'm sure. And PL continue to use that net worth very effectively. Farming up creeps. That's where he wants to be.
Yeah, Trian has the stone. That's great for him. He's gonna need to be rich this game because it's gonna be a long game. A long game.
He has the stone? Where is it? Oh, is it coming out as courier right now? Nice. Oh, that's a great one. Mid lane. They find KP yet again. Stunning the real one, but Gale comes through on the 2. KP dead. Illusion still alive. Carl thinking about dropping that Doom. Unsets the sun the other way. March goes down by Rain as well. And now the turn, the Doom. Alk in a ton of trouble, tossing him away, trying to keep him alive. He still has regen going. That's going to be enough to keep him up. Wow, big save there. With all that stuff in the area, Tim's found his man and got him out.
Yeah, he would have died. I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? The PL fights better against the Elk in the clashes right now with this set of items, even though the Elk is richer, because he's vulnerable to dying towards the magic damage. But
right,
he's good old pal Tiny saving his life.
Really nice.
That's a very, very crucial moment in the game. The Elk, if the Elk died there, it would have been so huge for the Geek Fam squad.
Didn't Toss used to like pick a random unit? Wasn't that the way it worked too? Oh.
Random unit? Yeah, it's still a random unit. But
that's the closest one, isn't it?
Yeah, actually it's not exactly random. It's like I don't know how to explain it, but you can control which unit you're tossing by positioning your hero.
Right.
A gift from the goddess.
So it's the one towards the left, I think. I'm not exactly sure of the mechanics, but it's something like that. You can try it.
Okay.
You can try it later game. Maybe Tiny offlane would be your thing.
Maybe. I can dream. But maybe some Tiny airlines for people. Whitemon.
Yeah. You piss me off in your game. Don't you piss me off.
Carl is gonna get stunned there. Ignite's starting to go out. March throws the Gale, slows him down. Tim's again gonna go for the self-initiation. Stun there onto 2 Gabbi. I don't know if you want to be here that much more. He doesn't have his ulti anymore, and they are able to kill off 2 instantly. Armel now trying to get the TP out. Do they have anything to break it? No. So they lose the Veno and the Venge, and Roche still very low. I mean, if Geek Fam go and check this, they might be able to take it themselves.
Oh, illusion.
White Mountain.
Perfect.
He calls it. It's really low. Tim's Avalanche up on the high ground. Fire blast afterwards. 2 times stun. The toss forward does manage to find 1 kill. Armel shows back up. Zephyr goes for the overgrowth, trying to keep him under control. Gabbi's there, kills him off. KP dead yet again, as has happened time and again. But they're going to run back into the pit, maybe? With Cuckoo and the rest of them coming in, I think that's off limits. And now Geek Fam have an opportunity to go and finish Roche themselves. Is it a little bit of a bait though? There are a lot of heroes nearby, and well, Carl runs in afterwards. They're trying desperately to come on in and contest this one. They have the trees down, but it's gonna be a jump. Look at Carl yet again. He gets the zoom and the self-stun afterwards. Beautifully played, as they are gonna control the Alk and bring him down. Aegis to boot for Raven. Huge play from Geek Fam.
Oh, that was a very, very key moment in the game right there for Geek Fam. As of right now, they have taken full control of the game. Elk dying, didn't finish his BKB, Bench died back in that fight.
Radiant's
they need
middle
this
tower
Bench to
is
get a
under
pipe
attack.
or something, you know?
Radiant's
There's
middle
just
tower
too
has
much
fallen.
magic damage. Too much.
Oh no, Carl, from Pog to lull. No, he's gonna be fine. He's out of there. Carl's been playing really well this game. For how rough it was looking before, he's been having a really, really solid game number 2 here. And March gonna get brought down again. Raven, godlike at 21 minutes. He has had a flawless game.
You have Elk on your team and you're behind. That's the worst nightmare for the Elk. I mean, right now the PL is just going to be unstoppable in the team
Radiant's
fights.
bottom tower
They are going
is
to
under
need
attack.
to weather the storm. They have to wait out this Aegis, continue to get some more items on the Elk. Like right now, even if he gets his BKB, he needs to get 1 more item because the timing has already passed.
Dire's top tower
That's why I was
is
very
under
worried
attack.
about him buying the halberd. I think he needed to go Radiant's
Radiant's bottom
BKB.
tower is under attack.
Because without the BKB, you don't fight against your heroes. You actually can't fight.
Yeah. Well, I think
Radiant's
that
bottom
everybody
tower
kind of
has
is
fallen.
liking this new halberd because of the self HP regen and lifesteal amp that you get on it, particularly on Alchemist, which is amazing. But like you said, it doesn't make up for a BKB. And they find him yet again. March is down. Zephyr able to claim that kill, and now Gabbi, he cannot afford to die again. Caught under control. Cuckoo trying to chase. Oh, KP trying to save his life. Swaps him out and throws the stun afterwards. As many bodies as can be claimed. They burrow strike in, gonna find Armel, kill him off, even though they did end up losing Cuckoo, and then another
Radiant's
one goes
middle
down
tower
as
is under
Tim's
attack.
is going to die, but Gabbi at the very least was able to get out. Still though, doesn't have a TP, doesn't have a way to get back. Yeah, this is
Radiant's
tough.
middle tower
It feels
has
like we
fallen.
are nearing the end here, with Geek Fam just taking total control of the game. I think they have 1 more fight in them. TNC has 1 more fight with the BKB on the Elk. If that fight doesn't work, I think it's just straight up GG for them. They need to figure out how to smoke, maybe fight under their vision. They have to kill this. I think this Doom and this Trion are just doing a lot in the fights. They have to try and kill them. Even the Sand King as well, he's a big deterrent with all the
Oh my
with
god.
all the AoE damage, the pipe, the veil.
Dude, look at this guy. He just killed him in front of the tier 3 towers.
I mean, this is the downside of how he played the game. He didn't really try to play for himself, but he was rotating earlier, right, to help the Elk. He was rotating to help the other players. But then after the Roche fight where he had to use his buyback and he died again, I think he completely lost his game. Like, he has no more game already. Like, I feel like this game, even though he's a bench, he actually needed to have at least like a pipe, you know, or something to help the team. Just 1 item, because he's completely useless right now.
He's trying to get towards that Vlad's, which, you know, is something at the very least, and gives people some life steal when they're going to be doomed. Alk does have that BKB like you're talking about, queuing up the AC afterwards. Does anybody have a pipe, actually? No, nobody has anything. This is just really, really hard to play the game right now.
Doom has a pipe.
Other team, I meant, for TNC.
I know.
No pipe for TNC.
I know.
Okay. Got it. You're trying to mess with me, Winter. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Can you not use the word try? I'm literally messing with you. I wasn't even trying.
Yeah, it's fair. It's fair enough. Well, you know, this is one of those things that happens. You know, you look like you're prepping for this game, and Geek Fam just feel to have a really good read on how to play this patch at the beginning, and they're just a really solid team in general. They're looking good.
They are playing some good Dota, man. Just good Dota.
Yeah. Dang.
Radiant are scanning.
9,000 gold lead against the Alchemist, and Raven, I thought he was doppelgangering up to the high ground. I'm not gonna lie to you right there. I thought he was going in their base. But in the meantime, Armel, he knows what he needs to do. Just on the other side of the map, continuing to farm and buy as much space as he possibly can for his team and get into those items that he needs as well. He needs his BKB also.
Yep, pick up some Bounty for yourself, for the Elk.
Dire
I'm
are
gonna swap to
scanning.
Bounty. Seems like Radiant is not gonna respond there. Maybe they can kill a lonely Kenny here. He's all alone trying to pick up the Bounty.
Dire just scanned him though. Dire scanned him. And they know. Oh, Zephyr. He's
Radiant's
gonna
top
blink
tower
down
is
bottom
under attack.
afterwards.
Oh,
If he wants to.
Kenny, man, the ninja.
Oh,
Kenny the
dude, they're
ninja.
getting over here. Gabby's farming. Oh no, it's like a car crash. Watch it happen and unfold before your eyes. They're chasing. KP's there. They find themselves another. Doom got his eyes on March. Everywhere you look, there are people dying. Do they get the bash onto Gabby? Trying to find it. He does manage to get the TP completed.
Your first BKB of the game to run away.
Oh. Well, at least they got a bounty.
Yep, you're not wrong. They got one bounty, one measly bounty. And hopefully the Venge is gonna dig up another bounty rune. Someone else is gonna dig up a rune. The Veno.
Yeah, Veno's still dead though. As soon as he comes back, get to digging.
Bounty runes, nice!
Hey!
Nice!
There you go, March. That's what they needed. And more time is also what they need right now, it feels like, on the side of TNC.
If you are asking for more time, you're also
Radiant's
giving the
top
PL more
tower is
time.
under attack.
Giving the Doom more time. Are you happy? I'm not sure.
Radiant
I think you
structures
sound like
are
you're sure,
fortified.
Winter. I'm not gonna lie to you. You sound very sure of yourself. I think you have
Dire
an idea of what you think.
structures are
I
fortified.
didn't say anything.
Yeah.
You can think what you want. I'm
fair.
not saying anything.
Well, 14 to 23, and right now, every time they leave the base, Geek Fam are ready and waiting to jump them. March goes out, lays down some plague wards, then the back away afterwards,
Dire's
and Armel
bottom
back to
tower
farming
is
the
under
ancients.
attack.
That's what he needs to do.
They are farming ancients at least.
Yeah.
So they still have a
Radiant's
chance.
top tower is under attack.
If the Nature's Prophet is not doing what he's doing, this game is like gonna be over
Yeah.
soon. Now they have something. There is the line, the silver lining of a hope that you see in the horizon. You see that hope that keeps you going.
Neutral items too. That's a
Radiant's
pretty
top
nice little
tower is
pickup
under
along the
attack.
way. So we got some Titan
Radiant's top
slivers
tower
that Gates
has
got
fallen.
as well. Spider legs for the Alk.
Let's be real.
Paladin sword.
Let's be
Ooh.
real. They need more than those items.
Yeah. No, it's true. They need a lot more.
They need Axe on Venom, Axe on Venge, Axe on Nature's Prophet, Axe on Tiny with a Daedalus Rapier.
Well, Tiny is going to be found right now. And Carl is going to be there for the cleanup afterwards. They get the kill.
He clears
And
the
I'll
wave.
get-
Oh, he tried, man. He tried to take out the creep wave.
They do ping. KP is over nearby, and I think that they're going to be able to hunt him down pretty soon here. Raven shows on the map, but we'll see if KP... Yeah, his TP's out.
He's the creep right now.
You know the answer, though. If Alk does give Tiny Ags, that's the way to reveal the Treant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just to reveal the tree. Take down all the trees. Kill all the trees. Deforestation.
Oh my god. Swapping Gabby. That kept him alive. KP was so close to dead. But they didn't want to initiate on Gabby underneath the tower. Oh. March finds Zephyr. Carl as well throws out the ulti. March throwing down a bunch of plague wards. Is this where they want to fight? Now they're running up high ground into vision, but is it going to work? Stun there onto 2, turning to try and fight. Avalanche toss. The combo comes out, but the Yule Scepter keeps 2 up and survivable. There's the mute afterwards onto the Nature's Prophet. Still as BKB is going, and there's the buybacks. They need a hell of a lot of them because they've already lost 3. Doom is dropping down lower and lower, and they eventually kill off the Sand King as well. But the turn now onto Gabbi, and with the chase, oh no, the turnaround though, the Abyssal Blade. They find the Tiny, he bought back, and he is going to die back. An ultra kill for Raven. Nothing at all is going to be able to stop him as March is chased. There's one Rampage, looking for a second one after as well, and as emphatically as you can possibly say it, Raven is beyond godlike. What a player. He's had it perfectly. 18-0-5 on this PL.
That's what you call a carry, boys.
Unreal. Raven doing everything, ending right here with a double rampage, and with everybody dead for at least another 20 or so seconds, they're going to jump forward onto KP. Raven trying to make it 20-0 because I feel like he needs some type of new award. 20-0-5 on a PL. This man is insane.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
How much did he live this game? Tell me, Gabe.
How much did he live?
Yeah, live.
Radiant's middle
How much weight did he live? 20 kilos?
Something like that. I don't know metric, but it was a lot. It was a whole heck of a lot.
The seeds of fortune.
Oh, Raven. What a player. Well, Armel in the meantime, gonna try and get the bounty runes, but they find him yet again. Armel trying to TP out. Abyssal Blade shows up. Could it be anybody else? Armel will eventually die. Raven gets another kill. I don't know what to say. Like, he just, what are you gonna do against this guy? Like, he just got a paladin sword on top of everything else now as well.
I mean, the thing is like their first 4 heroes are not good against PR. I mean, that's the issue, you know. And they didn't ban the PR in the second phase.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You're not wrong. And I think that you were talking about earlier, the carry that carries the hardest is the one that's going to win the game, and they are doing it. And Geek Fam now tipping March. Come on, man. Why you got to do that?
Dire's top tower
because they can.
Yeah, it's true.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Unreal.
Yeah, so it seems like if you have the harder, I mean, if you have the harder carry, it's always like a lot easier to play the game, right?
Yeah. Wow. He just got 4-shot.
Doom is the key hero also. Like, Doom is a very important hero right now in the meta. He's very strong. Very strong.
Gabbi goes down as well. GG and good luck is the call as TNC get walloped here in game number 2. Geek Fam looking so good. This team is well on their way, and I think if you're a Fnatic right now, you got to be starting to think, what are we going to do against this dude?